Nintendo's been selling these little Amiibo statues for a really long time, and if you're not familiar with Amiibos, they're basically little collectible figurines that are based on characters from their games. But one really cool feature that Amiibos have is that on the bottom there's a little NFC tag, and if you scan it to your controller, it actually can do things in games. Now, Tears of the Kingdom being Nintendo's biggest release yet, they actually can do a lot, but that begs the question, how do Amiibo work in Tears of the Kingdom? Well, don't worry, I got you, let's check it out. I already have Tears of the Kingdom loaded up, but before I switch over to the game, I just want to mention that there will be some very minor, very minor story and gameplay spoilers. And that's only because you have to reach a certain point in the story in order to use the Amiibo. So if you're cool with that, we'll just continue on and load up the game. Alright, if you're still watching, got the game loaded up here, and to get the ability to use an Amiibo, you must first get the paraglider. So you have to do the main story for long enough so you can get the paraglider. So basically you have to come out to Lookout Landing, do the first tower, and then they give you the paraglider. And with the paraglider, you also get the Amiibo rune, I guess they would call it. So to use it, you would press the left button on the controller. I'm using a Pro controller here. And the Amiibo icon will show up on your selection for your abilities here. You select Amiibo, kind of shows off, where the things will fall once you scan the Amiibo. And then you just scan the Amiibo to the controller. So the Pro controller, you scan it right to the middle of the controller. But if you have the Joy-Cons, you'd have to tap it basically on the joystick of the right Joy-Con. Now, I'm actually going to be using an Amiibo card for this, so it's basically the same thing as an Amiibo as far as the NFC part goes, where you can just scan the card and do the same thing that tapping an Amiibo would do, without having to actually buy the Amiibo, because some of these are kind of limited and you can't actually find some Amiibo anymore. And once they stop making that particular Amiibo, it is kind of hard to find. They can be kind of expensive. But I'll have a video right up in the corner here talking about the Amiibo cards, and I'll have a link in the description below on how you can get these. You can get them on AliExpress, on Amazon. They actually have a big pack of them on Amazon for pretty cheap. So I have a link down there for you to buy them. But basically you just tap the card to the center of the controller and you hold it there, and stuff just drops. So typically what will happen is you'll get a bunch of random items and a chest. What you basically get with this Amiibo is the Loftwing Amiibo is a bunch of herbs like Nightshade and the Hyrule herbs, and then a chest which will have a weapon in it. Sometimes it can be something special, most of the time it's a basic weapon. So this time it's a soldier's bow. For me, all my bows are much more powerful than that, so I'm not going to collect that item. Oh, never mind, I totally just did it anyway. Like an idiot. Alright, now that I've gone ahead and just re-picked up my bow for whatever reason, I dropped the bow that I had and grabbed the bow from the chest, even though I had just mentioned that all the bows that I had were much better. But again, you do have to unlock the first sky tower in order to get the paraglider, and then after you get the paraglider, you get the Amiibo rune. The thing is with these, you can only use these once every 24 hours per Nintendo account or something like that. So if I were to tap the Amiibo again, it does the animation, but it says the Amiibo can't be used again today. So I can't use this one again. If I had a different Amiibo, I could scan it. And a lot of these Amiibo actually give you special items. So like the Wind Waker Link one will give you the Wind Waker outfit. If you're lucky, you'll get one piece of it every, you get a small chance every time you scan one that you get one of these really cool items. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just have to get to that certain spot in the game, and then you can use the Amiibo, and it's as easy as selecting Amiibo, tapping it to the controller, and it just loads the stuff in the game. If you enjoyed that video, I'm going to be making a lot more just like it, so you can go ahead and click here on my face to subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.